What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition Geek Cypher here on Free X Agents Media on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. You can find us at Geek Cypher, GEEKCYPHA. And we got a crazy one for you this week, folks. We got some stuff to talk on. We're going to talk about the Grammys a little bit. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble and Riyadh making people cover their whole bodies except for the dudes because that seems okay. And we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about, movies, television, news. We got the whole thing for y'all this week. How's everybody feeling this week? How you doing, Jaws? What's up, man?
I'm doing all right.
We got TT in the house. Oh, we can't hear your wonderful voice, homie. I'm gonna ask Mike how he's doing though. Mike, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I just got out the 9 to 5, so
You're on the hustle. You're on the grind.
I'm
You're on
hustling.
the
I'm
daily
grinding.
grind.
I hate
Can you
it.
hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah, we can hear you. There you are.
Okay.
The
'cause
voice
I was
has
like,
returned.
What the hell?
You have returned.
I have
How
returned.
you been, TT?
I'm good. I'm feeling like a madness right now because I've watched Beauty, and this represents my inner rage towards the show. So.
Oh, okay. I look forward to talking. I've been watching that show too. I actually had supper with a friend recently, and we were talking about TV shows, and I told her about The Beauty, and she's just like, "Well, is it good?" I'm like, "Everyone keeps telling me if I like The Substance, I'd like this, but I didn't watch The Substance because I don't with body horror." So guys, I can't do body horror. So
you can't do
not?
you can't do David Cronenberg's The Fly.
no.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my
I
gosh,
That movie was
classic.
nice. I loved it. Saw it way too young.
that I understand. Yeah, no, that the body horror I get. I kind of but I need to sit through it. Because some of these are really, really, really good movies. Like what's it called?
What?
The most recent Evil Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a lot though. That was a
Oh.
lot.
And it was a lot, and I just stared. I had to. Nightmares for weeks, but it worth it.
I can't.
Absolutely.
I can't with those movies, man. I
Can you
can't.
give me
They
that
freak me out.
sandpaper? I don't want to get. I don't want to get sandpaper.
Oh,
Before we
Lord.
carry on, I just want to say, first week of February, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Happy Black History.
Yeah, Black
Happy
excellence
Black
up in
History
here.
Month. What's up, everybody? I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm enjoying the memes. I'm enjoying the memes of Black
they're
History Month
beautiful.
right now. Like they're positive memes. It's just people like taking like maybe like pictures of memes and then kind of like, oh, my kid drew some stuff. What did they draw? And they drew the black woman hunched over like just
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Remembering the brawl in Montgomery, Alabama. You know,
Montgomery,
yeah.
Get your white folding chairs out. Somebody made a playlist for that, and I need to get
Yep.
that playlist together and listen to it. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on
Insane.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Like you cannot miss Montgomery.
Yeah, I got that. Yep.
The idea of making a full playlist for that is crazy to me. But
Amazing.
I'm still hoping and waiting for the movie. I still think they could make a movie out of that silliness. Because the amount of things we've made movie out of, hey guys, if Tyler Perry can make like 34 Medea movies in a wig, can we not get one where we have Aquaman swimming across from the boat back to the land to get into the fight? Like
I've already got
100%.
the poster figured out. It's
Oh yeah.
a sky, preferably night,
Mhm.
and you got a spotlight, and it's just a cap. Just a baseball
Yeah.
cap in the air.
I see it. I see
There
it.
you go.
They need to do like the final third of the movie where portals start happening, and now Maya Angelou is there for some reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just Maya Angelou just pulls up in a T pose, like, all right, let's get this shit together.
Damn.
Or a white folding chair, just a simple white folding chair, just
Oh.
unfolded, unopened, just.
But if a white folding chair pulls through, I need Obafemi to be holding it.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
guys, I don't even get that reference. See, this is when I'm too old for the rest of it. Before we started the pod, we were talking about the yak back, and
Oh,
Mike
wow.
was just like,
I know. Oh, yep. It
See what I'm
links
saying?
Who are we
to
talking
the
about?
wrestling. That's why.
It links to wrestling. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing?
Mhm.
I'm catching on. You see what I'm doing?
I shouldn't have said that. I should have let y'all.
Oh.
I should have let y'all cook. My apologies. But with that, with that said, let's get into some Royal Rumble conversation. Let's talk a little bit about it because I for one am not a huge wrestling fan. Jaws will attest. You know,
Same
I
here.
watch. Okay, I know usually we have Dave and Skinny also with Jaws discuss wrestling in all ways and forms because y'all already know. And Dave to the point where he reads the dirt dirt.
Oh yeah,
notes,
the
whatever?
dirt sheets. Yeah.
The dirt sheets. He's
No,
out here telling me about
Metzner?
dirt sheets, and that seems crazy to me to be going
I
that
mean,
deep
I mean,
into
we're
it.
we're out here looking at rumors. I mean, it's not that far removed, to be
That's
very
fair. That's fair.
honest.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give him credit
I
where
mean-
credit's due. That is fair.
I mean,
that is the whole
funny
premise of what we do.
enough, Since Dave isn't here, I guess I'll have to take over on that front because I do get into some wrestling. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh
some
yeah, you read.
wrestling.
Damn.
Getting some
I do
wrestling.
I do like me some wrestling. I was only introduced to it. I want to say 2024,
Mm.
and since
Oh, wow,
then,
okay.
like I've always been in it, like in and out, like
Right,
since I
right.
was a kid. But like 2024 was when my head was just full of, oh, Tony Storms is actually kind of cool, ain't she? So you know, like that's where that's where the stuff is coming in. And
You're
it's
throwing out names
great.
I don't even know, but
There you go.
The only time I know a lot about wrestling is these days is when I see stuff like AEW is teaming up with DC to release a comic book,
It
and
came
I
out
see
today.
all these Oh, did it? Okay. And I see all these AEW people posting about DC Comics and that showing themselves and I'm like, what? When did this happen? How did this happen?
yeah,
I-
what is this?
I know.
They've got a huge like partnership with them. Like they started out like since the past summer, dropping some variant covers now and then. But the full on, like I have a bunch of those variant covers by the
cool.
way. But today is the first issue. I didn't get the chance to read it yet because I was catching up on everything else. But I'm going back into the shop tomorrow, so I'm 100% gonna. I'm eating
That's
that
awesome.
up the second I get in there.
So let's talk a little bit about it. Did who actually saw the Royal Rumble?
I watched. I went over to a friend's
You guys
place
watch it? Okay.
and watched the whole thing. Yeah.
It
I
happened
didn't watch
already?
the
you
whole
give me-
thing, but I got
the Royal Rumble.
a bunch of like stuff
Mm.
on
Okay.
it. So like yeah, I'm kind of into. I'm trying to see what's up.
Jaws,
Oh.
walk me through. First of all, I know some people were not happy with the fact that it was in Riyadh. People felt that, even though we just had the Riyadh Comedy festival recently, and a bunch of people went, and everyone like half the people were upset about it. The other half were just like, "Well, what? America's doing the same ish over here, so how are we going to judge back and forth?" Blah blah blah.
And also, the WWE also has like a very long contract with them.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
did the Crown Royal Saudi Arabia like a few years ago, and they brought some people out of retirement to do a match there and stuff like that. So it's part of their marketing. Like even when you watch WWE, you'll see, you know, hey, come to Riyadh. Like you'll see the stuff
Yeah.
there on
Well,
on the apron and stuff. You know,
it was canceled, but Young Rock would have me believe that Vince was working with going to Saudi Arabia since the 80s, because the whole thing in Young Rock series is the dad loses his job because he goes over there when he wasn't supposed to, and Vince was just like, I was working on something, you stepped behind my back. So the relationship has been established. It's not a new thing.
right? But
At
it's,
least
it's
that's
only. I think this is. I don't think it's not a new thing, but it's just a continuing thing. Like there's always
Okay,
going to be
yeah.
something there, basically. So I know last year they had one. I don't know if I can't remember if it's the Royal Rumble or another thing, and they had the women there, but it wasn't. The women weren't big on the card, or there was like only
Right.
one women's match or something. So
Yeah.
this time around, they had the women's Royal Rumble,
Right.
and something that was very noticeable. I would say two things. I would say one other thing was also a big thing that people talked about more than the actual Royal Rumble. We really noticed that a lot of seats weren't filled.
Okay,
There was some shots, and you noticed that, like, is that part of the arena empty?
I heard that it wasn't that the seats were empty, but they put some weird light show thing that made
Yeah.
it look like it was empty.
It could be one because it was weird, because then when they got rid of the lighting, then you saw people there, and I was like, oh, okay, so
Right,
there is people
yeah.
there, but it was like in certain shots where it was like they put that area dark, and clearly like the people are trying to play to the crowd, and then they point to the crowd, and you're just seeing the WWE logo because they have these big lights that are in front of your seats, and they'll light up that part of the arena. with the logo
Mm.
or something else, and
Oh,
it just makes it so it's. But I mean, I think some other shots were showing that they're. I don't know. It's weird because I'm seeing some Discord going back and forth about
right.
that.
I saw
been a lot,
Legia
yeah.
just hit us with both Royal Rumbles were asked this year.
And I concur.
Okay.
I mean, I don't watch all the pay-per-views, and I was having fun with whatever. I was kind of having a little fun with it. Like I did like how in wrestling, people are gonna like if you're a bad guy or if people don't like you, they're gonna boo you, and you gotta feed off of that. You gotta definitely play to that. So I remember
Yeah.
one time there was I forgot the black girl's name. Tall, big black girl. She's just power. They're trying to push her out. They can't push her out. 3 girls are on it. They can't push her out, and she's like beating up this girl.
Nia Jax?
No, not Nia Jax. Another girl, another taller, blacker.
Jade or Jada something.
Yeah. So she's beating up on somebody that everyone likes, and they're booing her, and she like throws the girl to the ground, and she turns to the crowd and gives him a full-on crotch chop. I was like, yes, heal it up.
Nice. Okay.
Let them to hate you, yes.
Mm.
But there was a lot.
Yeah.
I felt like in the women's match there was a lot of botches, but there was what's her name? Perez. She came out dressed as one of the
Roxanne
bad guys.
Perez, yeah.
Yeah, she came out dressed up as one of the bad guys from Kim Possible. And
Yep, Shigo.
Shigo. Yeah.
and the creator of Shigo, or the artist for Shigo, like gave her some like love, like drew them together and everything. So like I was like, oh, it's so awesome. So they really appreciate the reference.
Maybe don't draw her as Shigo because you know where that's gonna end.
Oh, I know.
No, he didn't.
Too
He
late.
just put them together. Like he was like, oh, I see what you did. I see what you did. And she's like, yeah.
Rule 34 gonna start blowing up all over the place with that imagery.
Start.
Yeah, true. been blowing up.
Start is crazy.
And,
But what are your thoughts regarding like them doing the Royal Rumble at Riyadh?
I mean,
I didn't like it. I feel like, okay, how do I put this? First of all, Royal Rumble is where like it's one of the events, right, where wrestlers go to show out. You know
yes.
what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you see it's that and WrestleMania, right?
Okay.
Like you go there to watch your favorite wrestler turn up, get in there, you see some crazy shit. My first like this is bad moment when seeing news for the Royal Rumble was just watching all the women completely covered, where I was like,
Right.
oh, okay, wait, it's Saudi Arabia, but also we're covering up Jordan Grace. Are we serious? Like really? Like this is what we're doing? Like I get it. Oh, Power Rangers moment, but also Jordan Grace,
Yeah,
man. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like my tiny queen. Like, come on. Let me.
But who was it?
Like-
Who was it in the group chat that pointed out you guys are gonna have them perform in Riyadh all covered up? But the people in Riyadh who've been watching it this whole time, watch them when they're in the regular outfits here in North America. When they're in
Yeah.
the like the shorts or the high cut like underwear essentially, and it's
And boob and cleavage out.
Yeah.
like. Do they have censored versions on the television? Like what are they doing when? Because that's my thing. If they're able to see it on the TV and it's not censored, why even do it there? Like it's a cultural thing, but then you can watch it. Like where I don't understand the
Because
lines you're drawing.
I do know in the past it was just straight up none of the women can perform at all. That's how it was.
Oh, they weren't even
yeah.
allowed.
So like
to
that first
perform.
one, it was
even
just
allowed
straight
to
up
do nothing.
no women. None of the women are involved at all. And
Okay.
obviously there was some pushback, and Saudi Arabia wants to look a little bit better in the eyes of the world. So they're like, okay, well, we'll have some women, but this, that, and then okay, now the majority of the women could be there, but they have to be covered up. So like,
I know a portion of it is also, I mean, wildly speculated by the internet, but I could see why. A lot of it is also like, oh, you can put some of the women there, not the attractive ones though, or the attractive ones,
wow,
right?
that's rude.
Even though like they're all like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna.
you know what I'm saying? They're all like, oh, but like, you're gonna have
Were
like
there
very
le-
specific. Was Masha Slamovich there? I don't remember if Masha Slamovich.
Well, I was just
there.
gonna ask you, based on what you're saying, I imagine people are talking about Western standards of beauty, so blonde, blue eyes,
Yes,
tall ones.
yes.
Were there less of those wrestlers at like women's wrestlers, the blonde, the blue eyed, tall ones at this event?
Yes.
Was it interesting? Okay,
There's
I can see why
something
people
like
make that
yeah.
comment.
So I can see why
mean,
they're like, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, again, Jaws, I know you actually watch it. and Mike, you're probably on the same page as me. You've been seeing clips, you've been hearing people discuss it. I didn't hear a lot of positive reaction to it.
Yeah.
I
No.
saw some people, yeah, like people were upset about the Roman Reigns. Like for the men's, they were just like big shrug emoji all around. People were just.
I'm
like,
also
man.
one of those people.
Okay.
Okay, but like, what were you expecting? That's my thing. Like, were
You want to know what I was
expect-
expecting?
Yeah. I just want to know, like, what exactly was disappointing about it.
Yeah. That's
See, I don't know what everyone else was because when it came to wrestling, the thing that like grabbed me was all the Samoans. It's always the Samoans. Like my favorite wrestler right now is Jey Uso. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I'm
Right.
sorry to everyone who's disappointed in that. I love Jey Uso. Literally every time, just the beat come on every single time, right? So when I go to watch, Roman Reigns, and I'm like, oh shit, Roman Reigns. I'm expecting Roman Reigns, and that did not feel like Roman Reigns.
Oh,
That felt
okay.
like I was watching a new guy pretending to be Roman Reigns, and I was just there like, okay, shrug.
Oh, the performance was less than
Yeah,
relative to others. Okay.
you know what I'm saying. And we did get a lot of Roman and the whole Samoan arc for the past few years.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
I can see why people would be tired of it, and he'd probably get asked to tone it down or whatever or something like that. But like, I was just very.
Yeah, because that was a year and a half of like the Family Feud type.
Yeah.
Thing, right.
I
Right.
know.
Joe, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I know me and a friend were a little bit worried. Like, are they gonna give it to Cody? Cody's been in the ring for a while. Like, we already let him finish the story, and we already had his match with John Cena. And like, do we need more Cody again? Like, so like even me and my friends are trying to figure out how the men's match was gonna go. Who are they gonna win? So like, what was cool? I think something that was like, and you're always looking for some surprise that's going to happen. Like, who's going to be the old school people that come out for the women's match? It was the Bella twins, both came out, so the whole crowd's got them going. One of them's married to what's his name, Daniel Bryan, so they're going yes. So seeing both of them back is like pretty surprising. And then for the men's match, what's his name? Who was number one? No, who's number two? Number two. He's related to the Steiners.
Oh, Braun Breaker, my guy.
Braun Breaker came out, and before he can even get to the ring, no, he gets knocked out by some guy in a mask. And then he gets into the ring. You should look up, Brian. You should put up on the screen, Obafemi.
Oh, Brian, you're gonna look. I know you don't partake in wrestling like that. If you don't like Obafemi, shit, man. Like
that's more an issue of how do I spell that? That's what
Obafemi would be Obafemi.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll fill it in for you. They'll know who you're
Google
talking
will
to.
fill-
Who you're
yeah.
looking for. They'll know.
but
Trust us.
Obafemi the wrestler. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, trust us.
So this dude was the first into the ring. And you're like, Jesus Christ, who's this guy?
Mhm.
I was like, Lord have mercy.
Mhm. And I've been watching him on NXT, and man,
Did you find him?
man.
Yeah, I'm putting it up.
Okay.
But go ahead, keep.
And
No, but yeah.
so Braun gets to the ring, gets knocked out by some random dude that you don't know. He gets thrown into the ring. Obafemi takes him, throws him over the top rope because you have to get thrown over the top rope to get eliminated, and he's out already.
Yep, just gone.
And I was like, that's cold.
Mind you, Braun.
So he was there
Braun's
for like
gimmick.
2 seconds.
So no,
Yeah.
this guy was already in the ring. So the other guy was there for 2 seconds because he got knocked out. And this guy's huge. This guy is big.
He's
So
massive.
as this guy is still in the ring, he's hanging on. And then the big surprise was Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar comes out.
Oh wow!
And him and Brock are facing off in the ring, and you're like, "Oh man, it's gonna go down! Oh man!" And then people keep messing with them, and you're like, "Oh, you're messing with the awesomeness here."
Like, I don't think, Brian. I need you to understand this.
This guy does look
like,
huge.
He's huge and he's awesome, and it tears me apart inside because as a Ghanaian, why would you want to catch me voting for this Nigerian man?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was about to say. I kept quiet for the long. I was siding you.
Other Ghanaian man in the chat, like, that's a Nigerian man. We can't be doing this, but also, damn Damn, he's cool, man. I'm sorry.
Also Black History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month. I'm gonna give him the pass. I'm gonna give him a pass. But once March comes, I'm switching back.
Once March comes, get out the way. But you're still cool though. Like, but like, you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
And they were trying to get him out of the ring, trying, they just couldn't get him out the ring, and they're just like,
Nope.
yes, hold on, dude.
Damn.
So funny.
And then a lot of AAA people, a lot of Mexican wrestlers came out. La Parca came out, which was super surprising. Rey Mysterio Jr. Excuse me, he's not Junior. He's straight up Rey Mysterio. He came out. Ray. El Americano Grande.
El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano came out, and then the original El Grande Americano came out, and they're like, because like the fans already know they're
so many legacy fights.
Well, no, for those two guys, we already know it's two separate guys. So one guy went down to AAA, and he didn't really speak Spanish, but like, you know, he's doing the character and he's getting all this heat because that's the whole point. And then this other dude that used to be with Gunther went down. This German guy speaks perfect Spanish and wins over the crowd. Just the whole crowd's with them. He's there singing old songs and everyone's joining in, and now everyone's got his mask on. They're all for him, and he's like, I'm superior to you because I'm American.
That guy.
And
yes. Damn, what's his name? He's dating Tiffany Stratton.
Kit something?
No, it's shit. Hold on, I gotta Google this real fast. I know him. I hate him.
So those guys so those guys were in, obviously,
Ludwig Kaiser. Excuse me.
Yes,
it's Ludwig. Yeah, I hate him.
Yes.
Ludwig Kaiser. What a name. Okay.
Yeah, what a villain name.
Yeah, that's a villain name right there.
So they were there and they were funny. Penta was there, and
yes.
He didn't take his time to get to the ring. He actually ran to the ring because everyone has to run to the ring and, you know, kind of come on.
So cool.
But yeah, at the end, Roman Reigns won, and he's going to WrestleMania. The other matches they had was Drew McIntyre versus Montreal's Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn has a run in Saudi Arabia where he has never lost in Saudi Arabia. But he's defending his. But Drew McIntyre is defending his heavyweight. Is the heavyweight?
I think it's heavyweight champ. Yeah,
heavyweight.
I think he got that recently.
Yeah, so it's his first title defense. So all of us are like, he's not. Sadly, you know, Sammy didn't win. He's obviously not.
No, you're not beating Drew McIntyre.
You're not beating Scotland, Glasgow's own Drew McIntyre.
You're not beating another guy.
Big giant dude.
He is literally like he had this old thing too back when he like first started, where he was like super nice and just like if you would put past Drew McIntyre with present Drew McIntyre, it's literally just, you know, Peter Parker with the symbiote suit, Eddie with the symbiote suit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like funny. This, you know, super smiley Chuckles McGee happy guy, and then just the guy who will take your woman and throw her into a bus and blow that bus up.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
My god.
My favorite thing with Drew McIntyre, just to kind of wrap up everything, is when they actually had it in Scotland and he was in a match. It was like the last match. Hometown hero, hometown boy, everyone's cheering for him. He's gonna win the match, everything. And then CM Punk comes and like messes up the match, like on purpose.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah.
Someone's recording from the crowd, and all you hear the crowd, "You mother! You CM Punk, you son of a!" And just Scottish gibberish, just angry.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yes, piss off the crowd, yes.
We need it.
Because everyone's there to see you, right? And
yeah.
People are gonna remember you if you get them mad. That's what it's about. Heal it up good. You need some good meals.
Wild. Heel energy is wild.
Give me the heel meal. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry.
I mean, you know, I'm not like 100% always watching wrestling. So for me, it was like, it's fine. But like the women's Royal Rumble had more botches. It was more obvious. I was kind of hoping that Kofi Kingston was going to be there so we could see some shenanigans, but there was no Kofi Kingston. No, like, he's walking on his hands and not his feet, so he's not out. His feet didn't touch
they're in
the
hot
ground.
water right now with the heel thing. So like, you know, because they
Yeah.
because Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are both completely like healed up.
Oh,
Like
really?
they're heels,
yeah.
dude, and it was
Well, just
bad.
because I just watched them on Dropout playing D&D, so the idea that
No, they're
then they
cool. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know, separately, like outside of the wrestling
no.
when they're not in character
No,
type
but-
thing.
Yeah, I just because I mean, because I'm old school, I just remember that when you were a heel, you were kind of heel in character all the time. So the idea that they're so healed up right now, but they were just playing D&D
That
like
that
on
kinda
Dropout,
died.
giggling together.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Well, mind you,
kind
maybe
of-
that was like over a year ago. So
Yeah, that kind of mentality died. I guess after Bret Hart left the company.
Yes.
I guess, and everyone realized, oh, it's Vince McMahon is the one actually running the company. So like,
Yeah.
they kind of broke that suspension of disbelief. They broke the kayfabe for a little bit.
right.
So now they're just like, we don't have to do that as much anymore. Like everyone knows everyone's kind of cool.
Okay, so
especially in
I
that
didn't
kind of
realize I was.
especially in that kind of work environment. Like if you
Yeah.
hate each other, like you still have somebody jumping off the top, but you still gotta brace them. You still gotta
Yeah,
you still gotta
trust-
work with
yeah,
them.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't just let them, because then you're an unsafe wrestler. And if you
Right.
are an unsafe wrestler, no one wants to work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're Goldberg, who's being pushed consistently, even though he's actively injuring people,
Yeah.
which is a whole other conversation. Okay. Well, that's good to know, guys. Thank you for that rundown. Because I don't watch wrestling as much, I was very interested in what you guys had to say this time again, because the boys.
I'm sorry.
What
I
happened?
was looking at.
I think you should look in the
Twitch
chat.
I was looking at Twitch chat, and this is. No, because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
seeing it now. I'm seeing it now, and I'm like, oh, I can't unsee this shit. Oh my god.
I mean,
Damn.
my beard has been like every week. My beard gets longer.
Yo, okay. I don't know. What is this? Oh my god. I love this program. It shows every stage of beard growth. Oh my god. I contacted the person who does who styles my beard, and she knows. So I've made my appointment. Don't worry. I know I look like Master Splinter with my freaking beard and whiskers. So
I just grab out my scissors every now and then just to keep everything equal, because
excuse me,
that's
sir. You do yourself?
every now and then. Yeah.
I do myself usually, but ever since I got my barber, I do in between. But because I'm traveling soon, I was just like, well, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna let him do everything. So I'm gonna give him a full canvas to work with, as opposed to like I don't want to like start playing with things and then he goes and he's just like, man, this side's uneven, homie. Like I gotta redo. I gotta like cut all the way down. Like there's one time where I lined up my beard and he's just like, you're cutting too low on this side, so I have to even out on that side. And now your beard's all. I was just like, no more touching it up unless I, so. But yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I only charge 100, 150 for a trim. Okay, well those are crazy prices, my friend.
You're buck wild, my dude.
I'm definitely.
I didn't want to say nothing.
I was like, please, Brian, say something.
This is why some of us be cutting our own hair. 100.
I get it.
Why do you think I trim myself, man? Why do you think
I only charge. Okay, sir.
I only charge you.
Yo, respect though. If that's what people are paying, that's what good for you. I'm happy.
Yeah,
for
you know,
you are getting money. God damn.
We got
Royal Rumble?
Yeah, Royal Rumble. Okay. Grammys, did you guys get to watch some of the Grammys?
Yes,
I
sir.
got to watch it in parts because I'm pretty sure I was working, and then I completely forgot it.
I just watched clips, whatever was
trickling
through, whatever people recorded and posted up on the internet. That's what I watched.
I do want to say, Duran Bernard thank you, universe, for giving me something for once during these Grammys, other than Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, that was the best.
Because Duran deserves it.
Yes,
yes, he does.
Yeah,
he can sing. Yeah, 100%.
What I thought was funny is that he was running all the way from the back, and someone had posted it, and I said either that dude was sat in the back, or he was just coming back from the bathroom and he had to run.
Because he was just,
and then
he hit that shit.
And someone corrected me and said, no, actually, he was looking to dip out early, and then they called his name and he had to run back.
No,
damn.
He's like, they ain't gonna call my name. I'm gonna get on out of here.
Yo, I'm shocked you wouldn't wait. You're not gonna wait till you make sure though. Like, why would you dip out early?
Because there were some big names. Like there were some big other names on the roster. So like out of everything happening, oh yeah, Durant. Bernard, excuse me, like yeah.
And then his parents made it up there. That was super awesome.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And his mom's trying to bless him, but like she's like, I don't want to ruin his moment because it's his moment. Like she's trying to touch him, but not touch him, and she's like super happy for him.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
That was a good highlight. And Jimmy Jam giving him the award. One of the I think he's part of the the academy or something like that. Not academy, but the people. Yeah, the voting body. I think he's part of the voting, or he's like one of the higher ups.
Yeah,
body, if I remember right.
Yeah, like it was really cool.
Please, I'll ask. I can't promise nothing.
I know because Kendrick won some stuff.
Oh yeah,
Bad Bunny. Like, there's a bunch of people won some. The Lauryn Hill performance with like everyone.
That was so good.
Cool.
That was amazing.
The Lauryn Hill performance for me was like, oh, since all the other Black award shows are kind of gone now, like all those like everyone came up, and I was like, that's a lot. They got a lot of people. Holy
yeah.
They kept on coming. So yeah. There was one performance. The best new artist. You know how they were performing one after the other. Yeah. Bro, I was struggling. Yes. Like
that was hard to watch.
Was it Addison Rae? She was the first one, right?
Yeah, she was.
Oh my God. bro! I was like,
I didn't even know.
It sounds like computers and breathing. I don't know. She doesn't.
Her Cat's Eye, who I actually like. I like the song Gabriella, but the song that they did there, all their voices didn't sound like it was meshing well. Like there's this thing where that's one of the things that worries me about live performances at award shows. They don't want. I mean, Milli Vanilli syndrome. You don't ever want people to do tape again. It was a big thing back in the day. So when it comes to doing performances at the Grammys, it's a big deal to try and do those performances live because it means more. And these are all the people who can tell if you're doing it or not. So watching that Cat's Eye thing, when I watched them, and I was just like, y'all voices ain't hitting. And I was just like, is this the studio thing when you guys are live? And when you guys do your tours, is it backing tracks that are filling in a lot of that stuff? Because if I was like off of that performance, I wouldn't be signing people. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but 100%. When you watch it, you're just like none of those new. The only one who came out popping, Olivia Dean, who won.
Yes.
But it made sense because when you watch all the others live, her and Somber, but even Somber was a little,
But what about Leon Thomas?
Leon Thomas was up there.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Leon Thomas, Mutts.
Always up there.
Victorious alumni, Leon Thomas.
Okay, but that's a big point right there. I'm a little offended that he has to go up for new faces when he's been doing this for.
He's been doing this for a while.
For a while.
Like, they have to stop doing that. They have to recognize that people, like, if you have been in the industry for like 15 years and someone's been there for like 10 but only just started to make it, this new artist thing feels you got to figure it out a little bit better.
That happens a lot. I remember like when Jamiroquai got big. When Jamiroquai got big, and then the MTV Music Video Awards gave them Best New Artist, but they had an album that came out a year ago, but they're big because of Virtual Insanity. So it's just
but that's a problem.
It's something that always happens, but
it's a big problem.
I mean, the downside and the upside is that at least now there's more eyeballs on him.
Yeah.
For sure.
And he gets to show off. Like he was messing up that guitar, man.
He was ripping it away.
He was ripping it.
It's just that when I see Leon Thomas, I'm like, he's contemporaries with people who've been doing it. And when I see him being put next to Cat's Eye, that's when I'm bothered.
Right.
Him next to Addison Rae, that's when I'm bothered.
100%.
Somber's good, but like these are guys, like I work in music, so I see when people are being pitched and pushed by the labels, and I'm just like, Somber. I saw the Somber pitching and pushing and like marketing people contacting me to be like, yo, you guys, Somber's new singles coming out. You guys might want to put it in more playlists, blah, blah. And I'm getting those emails. Leon Thomas has had albums out for like 5, 6, 7 years. Like, so it's that weird thing of these people are the new faces. And I'm like, we got to figure out a better way to figure out new faces. But I do.
He walked away with 2. He walked away with 2 Grammys.
Yeah.
Very happy for him.
which I
Yeah.
feel recognizes his talent. Like
Yes.
you're not winning new
Absolutely.
faces, but you're winning other Grammys. It's like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, because he's been doing it. He's not a new
Yeah.
face. He's not the new
Makes
new kid on the block. Yeah.
But the Cat's Eye situation, honestly, it just highlights what I've been feeling about K-pop groups. Honestly, I personally for me, I feel like a lot of K-pop groups, especially when they try to do the whole like R&B or hip hop sound, I feel like it's the hip hop is the R&B but without the soul. I feel like it's
Yeah.
manufactured. I feel like it's just been like it's just manufactured. It's not organic. And
Well, that was
yeah, go ahead.
no. I'll let you finish. My apologies.
Oh no, though that's what. So me just watching them because my nieces love Cat's Eye. They've been talking about them, so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and watch these people.
My
And
cousins too.
Yeah.
now, don't get me wrong. I understand, like live, like it can either really make you or break you, right? But I just want to see like what exactly is this group. And to me, it's like what you were saying, Brian, like about like the recordings, like what was it?
Yeah.
But for me, I just even if their voices weren't like in perfect pitch, I wanted to see if they had like the oomph, you know. And for me, it didn't feel like it
because I mean, this is a throwback for some of y'all, but relevant. Britney Spears didn't have the voice, but she had the presence on stage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She never had the voice.
Jackson
That was known
on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Right. but that's the thing, right? Like if you're Britney Spears and your whole thing is like you weren't Christina because you and Christina came up together. You didn't have Christina's pipes, but you had the stage performance. You had the energy. So when I'm watching Cat's Eye, when I watch Girl Set, when I watch these new girl groups, especially when you're talking about this K-pop movement, a lot of people are making comments about, okay, so this is what happened now with like these girl groups are one of every ethnicity, which is great. We like inclusion, we like diversity, but then you guys are essentially taking the K-pop model, which was borrowing from the R&B. So you're doing this weird like multiple degrees of separation to get to these groups that then when they're put on a big stage like that and are doing a live performance, it's lacking. And that to me, I hope I mean I like Cat's Eye, so I hope it gets through and they continue, but it wasn't the greatest performance.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bruno Mars killing it.
Oh yeah,
doing two performances.
Justin Bieber. What? Justin, what was he?
That was raw, man. I was like, okay, that was.
I think that was an interesting performance. Sorry, TT, go ahead.
No, but like with Justin, I understood what he was trying to do. I understand like his intentions, but for me, it just didn't land. I don't know why.
I thought it was interesting to see someone do like kind of a loop set. Like, you know, you do your loop set at the Grammys. That I get.
Kanye did it better.
Sure, yeah, Kanye. There's a bunch of people.
But Kanye had like ballerinas behind him and a smoke machine and Pusha T on stage with him and like it's so much other stuff going on with
Bieber went on stage in silk shorts,
stripped down,
guitar
stripped down performance. If you ever that's a stripped down performance.
and then had a mirror to the side like he was like Michael. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Like it was. I was like watching this whole thing
because that recent album, it sounds like he's working through something. It's a hard listen. It's a hard
when they
listen.
cut to his wife and Jamie Foxx was in the background trying to not be seen because it's like it's so awkward to have him singing to what feels like his wife directly and Jamie's just like I should not be in this shot, like please
and Jamie Foxx with his Cam Newton hat. I was like, is that Cam Newton? No, that can't be Cam Newton. Why would Cam Newton be at the Grammy? That doesn't make no sense. And when it finally like focused on it, says, oh, that's Jamie Foxx. Okay,
I love that hat though, that Joker hat.
I will just bring something up real quick before we move on because I completely forgot I did want to talk about this. So there was a lot of discourse online, and it's been discourse for months now. So we were all present when the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef happened, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I guess back then a lot of people were attributing like his whole thing with like winning awards being attributed to like, oh yeah, no, he was out rapping Drake and doing cool. So I guess we can kind of see where I'm going with this. A lot of people feel that oh, Kendrick won something again, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah,
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar won something again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's talented at his craft, and
Yes.
we're just not looking outside of the lens of like, oh, rap beef. You know how many rappers have had beef? No,
Yeah.
no, no. This
Exactly.
is legendary shit because
100%.
he's winning. How many Grammys did he win? Like,
He out.
what was it, last
He has
year?
he has the most because I think
Is
him
it
and
26?
Jay-Z had
the-
won the most, and I
Mhm.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's won. He
He's
has
passed
one
Jay
more.
Z.
Yeah,
He
he
passed
surpassed Jay-Z.
Jay Z. Like, can we talk about that instead of the but we all know that
He has
he's been pushed up because
26.
of he's got 26, and we're
Mhm.
all just talking about some he's
Jesus
getting
Christ.
pushed up because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Drake. You guys should thank Drake. I'm not. First of all,
Absolutely
I'm not thanking Drake for shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
Yeah,
some
I
shit about
never-
Drake
Drake
now.
bought it on himself.
I never respected that argument that people were saying, "Oh, the only reason people are paying attention to Kendrick is because of the beef with Drake." When like
Wrong!
you're saying, yeah, completely wrong. He also, like we said, if he won what out of the 26 that he has, he won 5 of those in the last 2. So he already had in the teens amount
Yeah.
of Grammys before that beef comes into play and even touches his career.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
Stepping
what's
over
it called?
Drake was just another rung in the things that he's done to be one of the
That's
greatest
just
rappers.
it. Like,
Yeah.
like if we're talking about Kendrick, like forget talking about the bigger albums that everyone knows, right?
Right.
I'm just gonna skip all that. Damn,
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pulitzer
Yeah.
Prize.
damn.
Yeah. I was gonna
winning.
say.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
100%.
That
All,
hits too
like-
that hits too close to home. Don't like it.
Right?
But that's
But no,
I hear
but
you,
also,
but
but
it's
also,
true.
but also, I'm with you there.
that
I'm
album makes
completely
me look in the mirror and I don't like what I see. I don't like it at
No,
all.
no, no, I'm with you there. And then also GNX, like 3 bangers back to back. I don't know a lot of rappers just in general that have
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah.
maybe other than Tyler, but like I don't know rappers in general that could have back to back albums get talked about in the mainstream all the time. So
Yeah.
having Drake be in there is just like, why are you guys are pushing
Drake
Drake
has
here.
a lot
He
of
does not
throwaway
have to do
albums with a
He
few
does.
songs that are good.
He
on
is the
them, which
Call
is
of
very
Duty of the
Guys,
rap world.
It went.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. No, but you're 100% right. You're
He is the
100%
Call
right.
of Duty of the rap world, man.
I just want to put it on record because Skinny's not here. Skinny wasn't me this time because Skinny comes from my neck every time I talk about Drake and Kendrick or Drake in general on the podcast. He always says I'm a Drake hater, and I'm always just like, I don't hate Drake. I just don't think he's as talented as people credit him to be, and I think Kendrick is a more talented writer and rapper in general. And the 26 Grammys would tell me that we are right.
Most-
Like I'm
most
not trying
was
to be.
right.
So like it's hard. Like I'm
Most-
not trying to disrespect the things that Drake did. Ness has talked about it on this podcast when we did the haters at the end of the year. Ness
Mhm.
talked about the fact that Drake's whole style is the fact that he's a chameleon, and I always say, and I've said this from jump, Drake
Mhm.
is a good actor. And he is playing the role of the rapper and the R&B boy. And that's not a bad thing. People get
No.
mad at that and they're just like, he's so talented. Yes, he's a talented actor. And
Yes.
instead of taking his talents to Hollywood to win like an Oscar, he's making his mark on music because that's a fun way to be an artist.
100%.
This is what was it? What's not Joaquin Phoenix when he wanted to do that documentary about being a musician and grew that crazy beard and started
Oh, a
doing all those
rapper,
interviews.
a rapper, not
A
just
rapper.
a musician, a rapper specifically.
That what he did then, that's what Drake's been doing just successfully. And people would be mad at that statement, but there's nothing wrong with being a very good performer who does music. And
It is
so
It is so validated because again, I'm telling this to my generation.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't
Right,
think
right.
you understand how hard it is to do that.
yeah, they
Okay?
don't.
So
Yeah,
it is so validating watching,
Yeah.
like hearing someone who is, sorry, Brian, objectively more old school when it comes to this stuff,
but also,
saying
but also-
exactly what I've been saying to people for what feels like
and
years
also
now.
former hip hop music director, current music
Yeah.
programmer for national and international brands. Like I'm in the music industry.
I'm like, so you know your shit, and you're saying everything
like-
that a motherfucker who hasn't been in this shit is telling people.
But
Yeah,
Dante,
and-
Dante was right. Most
Yeah,
Def was right.
and most
Oh
dude,
man,
when
this is
most
some
Def
great stuff.
said,
This, yeah, go on. You go ahead.
It's shopping music, and
Mhm.
I remember when that came out. The first thing I said was, as the person who programs the music in the grocery stores and in the stores and the sneaker shops and all those places you go, I can tell you firsthand that literally those stores will request that I put Drake in their playlist, but they won't ask for Kendrick and they won't ask for anybody else, but they'll ask for Drake. Why? Because Drake is shopping music, and
Yeah,
that is okay.
shop friendly.
He makes coworker music. That's just it.
100%.
Imagine you're out there shopping and you're hearing this dick ain't free.
Ain't free.
Like, what? This
anyways.
free.
Yeah,
I just want Skinny to know, Skinny, I didn't do this. It didn't start with me, but you know how I feel.
I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit.
As,
I'll take the
as,
hit.
as, as Drake said, oh, Kendrick opened up his mouth. Time to give him another Grammy.
Yes, because I do the work. I do the work. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Aged so well in that theme.
Try and dismiss my work. Nah, it's never going to happen. No.
We have a bit of news. We did have news that we wanted to get to. I'll go over some of the stuff real quick, and I'll end off with one of the sadder ones. But I'll give you guys a rundown. Mandy Patinkin has been cast. Mandy Patinkin, who has been an actor on a bunch of like procedural shows, he's in Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. He's looking for the man with two left hands.
Yeah, he's been cast as Odin in Amazon's God of War. We've talked about Ryan Hurst and a bunch of other actors being cast in this. So this cast is starting to sound really interesting and serious. Matt Fraction and Chip, I know, Mike, you might have to help me with this name. Zarsky, thank you.
Yeah.
Matt Fraction and Chip Zarsky's Sex Criminals comic book is getting a series over at Prime. Also, again, Prime continues to be the home of the adaptation, the comic book adaptation. And I've said here that I think they do the best job. Netflix has done very bad by Mark Millar and all the others that they've done. So, you know, Amazon, keep going because you are landing the best ones. Like,
Sex Criminals is really good.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing it right. Also, Camille Nanjiani and his wife Emily V. Gordon, if I'm not mistaken, are connected to this project. So already you have some. Really...
Oh my god!
One quick question.
Yes.
I have one quick question. Have any of you guys watched season 2 of Sandman?
Nope.
Yes, I did.
Okay, what? I didn't watch it yet.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like Sandman. Don't get me wrong. Netflix can land the plane if they want to, but the other thing is they cancel stuff. Yeah. So I know in this case they probably canceled it because of what happened with Gaiman and the allegations, which he recently actually spoke up about for the first time in a long minute. And it's very sad because, you know, I know a lot of people, I myself have a bunch of the Sandman. Like, I think I have 1 through 7 of the original runs here, old school printed, really. Sometimes the dots are so big you can't read the text. Like, that's how bad the printing was back in those days. But it just sucks that this is the person he was and he ruined that legacy. And now I don't even read those because it sucks to reread some of those stories and realize, oh, the guy who's keeping a woman locked up, that was your weird fantasy being played out. And it sucks that people joked about it, but now we know that is. And it's like, oh, thanks, Neil, for being a horrible human being. Anyways, but the show Sandman, I would still recommend. It's worth a watch. The performers do bring a solid, like they bring it to life. They do a good job. And that's how I was
gonna say, and the other show, Bad Omens, right? That's kind of
done too. I know the fans are asking for one more just to tie it with a bow over on Prime, but I don't even know if they're gonna do that. That one also had Sheen and what's his name, Tennant for the casting. So those two already, their fans might be big enough to supersede how bad people feel about the game and stuff. So we'll see how that plays out.
I mean, Harry Potter's still kicking out stuff.
Yeah, true.
Moving on.
Mattel-inspired Matchbox movie from Apple TV gets release date October 9th. The plot is Cena is a CIA agent who comes back to his hometown to hang out with the homies, and Matchbox somehow is involved. When I read the description, I was just like, how is this related to Matchbox from Mattel? Where is the line? I don't understand it, but okay.
Where's the Tetris movie? make sense of that.
At that
T
point,
piece ain't feeling L piece.
It just feels crazy sometimes when you hear what people are working on and what they want to do. I'm gonna share the image that we
Got the Barbie movie.
Yeah, we
This
got
is Matchbox.
what am I
This is
looking at?
this is an image from the Matchbox movie of the cast walking
Is
and
that Jessica Biel?
yeah, Jessica Biel, Sam Richardson, Monica Rambeau, actress Tiana, what's her last name? Paris,
Tiana Paris.
and then
Tiana Paris.
yeah, and homeboy Arturo, I can't remember his last name. Arturo, let me see. Arturo,
I
they
haven't
didn't
seen
even
Jessica
write his
Biel
name.
in a minute. Jesus.
I
I haven't
know
seen a bunch of these in a minute.
she's been chilling, keeping it low profile since
I mean,
hubby
she got her money.
Yeah, that too. Arturo Castro, that's his name. There we go. Jessica Biel, Sam Richardson, Tiana Paris, Arturo Castro, and John Cena. I truly do not understand what the link is to Matchbox, because Matchbox are the cars, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the whole
Okay.
thing is that they could fit into a Matchbox.
Right.
That was the old school thing, and then I think they're slightly.
I might get like Fast and Furious vibes.
I'm sensing we're getting Fast and Furious with pin particles.
I
Alright, cool.
swear to God. I swear I'm feeling it. Oh
Great.
no.
Great.
Ugh.
Perfect.
That's
This-
gonna
And it's
be
PG-13? Okay.
Probably. Yeah, you know it has to be. It's Mattel.
Yeah.
They weren't going to go higher
yeah.
than
Yeah.
that. What was the other thing that I wanted to mention? Michael
Michael Jackson trailer?
Jackson second trailer drops. If you guys have had a chance to check that out, highly
Featuring
recommend
Joe
it.
Jackson.
Yes.
Who? Coleman.
No,
Coleman!
that's some black magic, bro. That's some black
Coleman!
magic. In the best ways. I mean,
And I know we talked about it a bit last time, but the prosthetic on the nose fixed. 'Cause this time
Listen.
they
got it.
listened. Yeah, it looks
You
good.
got it.
It got the Sonic treatment a little bit on that nose.
Yep.
At least, but they
I love that. That's the
listened.
thing. I love that that's the thing we're doing now. Like, we don't like this. Oh, okay. We got to do the
This-
Sonic. All right, cool.
This
Yeah.
definitely reminds me of back in the day in the 90s, they made a mini series called Jackson 5 The American Dream.
I remember
Right,
it.
right, yeah.
So it reminds me, it's like just a bigger production of that, because then they show like
Yeah.
him standing in front of people, and then you get to see the whole like skyline and stuff like that, where him standing on a
Yeah.
car or something like that.
Mhm.
So, but it's more so focused on Michael than it is the rest of the family kind of thing. So I don't
Yeah.
know how much you're going to get into, but you kind of see that little bit of a rift between the dad. The
I
dad's like, no,
mean,
we're going to do all this. And then dad's like, oh, I got to think
We're-
about it. He's like, I already told you what to think. And you're like, oh boy.
We definitely are. This is definitely Michael's story, because even
Yeah.
the narration of the mom saying, "Michael, when you were born, I knew you were special," and I was like, "How are you gonna say that to one of the 7 kids? You can't
No,
tell."
I think it's more. There's 5.
Yeah,
There's
and
the
then
Jackson
there's Janet,
5, but then I think there's
Latoya.
Latoya,
two other
Janet.
brothers, and then there's like a few other sisters, I think. There's
Jesus,
Janet,
okay.
Janet and
They
Latoya.
got to work.
Yeah.
I know they
Yeah.
subbed out some brothers during the Jackson 5 era. They subbed out some brothers from
Yes,
some other
yeah.
brothers. You're like,
That's
they still have more
crazy.
kids.
But I honestly think that movie is going to break records. I
Yeah.
can see it. I can
Yeah.
just by the trailers, I can feel like, yeah, this is going to be big, really big.
Something I
See,
hope they kind of get across in the movie is how rough Gary, Indiana is. I think
Yeah.
I think something that like people think like, oh, Indiana, whatever, that's just, and it's like, well, they had the steel mill there, and like I remember listening to the Jackson 5 or the Surviving Brothers on Questlove's podcast, and they said, well, there's not much to do there. It was either you get a job, or if you can't get a job, you're running in gangs and stuff. So our dad was always constantly giving us stuff to do to make sure that we weren't running in a gang. So I kind of want that part to kind of be more like, hey, we got to make a family. We got to make a family band to get out of here. That kind of thing,
Is it
Mike, hit
like,
us.
is it wrong? Okay, I know it's wrong, but is it wrong that the biggest thing I'm looking forward to as a Michael Jackson fan is how
His ass can
rough his dad was?
I knew
Because
it.
I was
I
watching
knew
because I was
it.
watching I was
Yeah.
watching some of this shit, right? And I was like, oh, they got Coleman. hell yeah, hey,
Yeah.
let's go. We're getting and then immediately, like halfway through my cheering was just, wait, nigga, don't you beat your kids? And I just,
Yeah.
and it was just like,
greatness.
yeah, and I'm just sitting there like, oh wait,
Yeah.
should I be excited for that? But you know
Gotta-
what? Hey,
Got to beat him out of poverty.
I mean,
This
this is
match ain't
one of
paying
those
for itself.
this is one of those situations where it's going to be challenging to watch because sometimes how people do such a good job at being such a bad person that when you see them later on, you're just like, ooh, it's hard to separate that performance because you went over the top. You went all the way with the, you went full Oscar worthy
like me
with
and
the
Adam
darkness in there. So I mean, I'm excited to see what he brings to it because Coleman is a very talented actor.
Oh yeah,
And I imagine that Joe is a challenging character because trying to make people feel somewhat empathy for Joe while he's like, because even in the trailer, the idea is like, and like what Jaws was just saying, Joe was doing that because he needed to get his family out of a dangerous situation, and it's his head. Like every other villain, I'm doing what I do because it's the right thing to do. And outside it looks bad, but to me, this is the most right thing I could do in the moment to save my family. And it's just like the belt didn't have to hit that hard to make the point, but here we go, and we're gonna see it. And
Beat
it's
it in
be
the
very
hard because they're not dancing like Michael.
Michael's
doing it perfectly. Do it well as him. It's like,
oh god.
Yeah.
I know this Super Bowl weekend is happening on the 8th. Super Bowl Sunday is going to be the February 8th. So if you guys are interested, if you guys are Knights of the Seven Kingdoms fans, it's going to be dropping on Friday, February 6th to avoid competing with Super Bowl Sunday. So you guys can watch.
Genius.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of the way of Madden.
Yeah. You're kind of like, you have to, and that's a kind of crazy thing to me, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking about the Super Bowl, what? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Well, I think we might be doing the thing again.
Are you be talking about the other thing?
Because I'm thinking of
The other one.
Doomsday. I'm thinking of Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, wait. I was talking about more.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to talk about something else, but go ahead.
Okay, because it also ties into the whole Disney CEO thing. So I was just
right.
But also, there are rumors, and by rumors I mean they might be lying, but whatever. They will not be playing any trailers or Marvel trailers during the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's been floating around that they're just either. I'm pretty sure for Doomsday was confirmed, but yeah,
Right.
Doomsday won't be getting any new trailers, and I'm very much like, no, there's no way they're lying. Like that's the biggest thing in America. There's no way they're not. Brand New Day, fine, because doesn't that drops? That also drops this year. So yeah, Brand New Day. We might get. It's probable we're gonna get a trailer for that. But no,
I
Doomsday?
figured we would.
Yeah. But like,
I
no
figured
Doomsday feels odd.
I figured we would get one for Dune.
Yeah,
I figured we would get a new one for Supergirl, and I figured we were gonna get Brand New Day, and I figured we would get Doomsday. Those are the four like hero geek movie things that I was just like, there's a very good chance we will get trailers during the Super Bowl for those four films because again, it's the biggest stage, especially for commercials. So why wouldn't you want to? That seems a little weird to me, but
that's very weird. Yeah.
I mean, Marvel makes decisions like that, and like you said, Mike, the perfect segue. Disney Parks chief Josh D'Amaro has been named the new CEO over at Disney. His whole platform for when he was running parks was he was going to increase the prices, and the people would, if you raise prices, they will come, and it worked, and it got him so much notoriety around that circle of the like executives and people on top. Dana Walden, who was also being tapped to potentially take over, a woman. Unfortunately, in this industry, you got to work 2 times harder if you're a woman or a person of color. And even though she's done so many things over, if you guys can look it up, she got this kind of new position was created for her, which feels like such a consolation prize. Like she's the chief content officer now, or something like that. And I'm just like, that's what you're giving her? She was supposed to be CEO. Everyone was talking about how she was going to be the CEO, and this is the thing she gets. So, it is what it is. It's unfortunate that happened, but
money is money.
And the craziest segue of this is the character that Catherine O'Hara was playing on the studio is said to be inspired by Dana Walden, Kathleen Kennedy, and stuff like that. That woman who is the head of the studio and then gets ousted for this younger man who comes in. And Dana Walden, Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni, we are still seeing that in the industry. And Catherine O'Hara, who sadly recently passed. So this is kind of a bittersweet situation that the main point they were trying to make with the character she was playing on the studio is something that still happens to this day. And I know some people will be like, well, maybe she just wasn't the best candidate for the job. If everyone in the room is an old white man and this woman has been doing these fantastic things by their standards, because I mean, they're gouging prices and doing a bunch of crazy fuck shit to people so that they can get shareholders money. But by their standards, you're doing all the things you need to do to make people money, and you still don't give her the main job.
Yeah.
Well, Catherine O'Hara was saying it. She said it in the show when Seth shows up on her doorstep in the studio, and she's just like, "No, I'm not going to help you. This is how they treat me." And her performance on that show was magnificent. And it is very sad for us to see her go. The mom from Home Alone, the amount of other fantastic films that she's done, Beetlejuice, like the list of things that she's done. SCTV here in Canada, one of the OGs.
I think she was in Frankenweenie and in Nightmare Before Christmas. She was Sally in Nightmare Before Christmas and one of the little free people that steal Santa Claus. Kill Mr. Santa Claus, ring him in
It's so
the head.
damn insane that I have had 5 moms in my lifetime, and she was 3 of them.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's a nice sentiment.
And Schitt's Creek.
Macaulay Culkin equally said something like that. He said, I still called her mom. And he did a post about her when she passed. Like that's we all like. I mean, at least for my generation, we all grew up watching Home Alone and wishing to be like we were saying, like the talkback, the little recorder he had, which
Talkboy,
the yak back. We're talking.
Oh, that's what that was.
Talkboy.
Okay, yeah, Talkboy is the recorder thing. The full one where you had a cassette in it. But yeah, the yak back was the small digital pen version. But those are all things.
Talkboy. The yak back was just like its own thing.
It wasn't the pen one.
No, it was still the Talkboy. It was just a pen version. But I think they took one aspect of that and just made it where you could just record one little bit, and it's like a weirder looking. It's a more 90s looking like speaker up here and then hand thingy here, and then you press.
Yeah,
press.
Right.
I had that. I had that. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But just to think that Catherine O'Hara was the mom for those memories. When I think back of begging my mom for a Talkboy, it was just like I'm the Kevin begging my mom the Catherine O'Hara. Like so, it's such a weird thing. Yeah. But like Mike said, we all grew up with with her playing multiple moms, and even recently when she jumped back in for Beetlejuice, that was fun to watch. That was like I remember thinking, I don't think we need this movie. And then I saw it in theaters and I was like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm satisfied with what I saw. So Catherine O'Hara, R.I.P. And our condolences to your family.
Canada's own.
Yeah.
Canada's own.
If you guys would permit me 2 minutes to talk to the audience, I would like to rant a little bit about Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
I am ready. I've got the tea for this.
Is this a ranting moment? Because I've got a rant planned as well, so I'm trying to see what's up.
Yeah, well, I mean that's so. Maybe this is it. So I'll rant
on the screen saying rant.
Yeah. You know what? Let's. You joke, but I feel like we do owe it to the people. So when they watch this later, they'll be like, "What was happening?" It's just like they were just ranting. They were just upset about something.
I'm gonna look way old. I'm gonna look and sound way older than I actually am in this next sequence. So it's
back in my day.
I'm gonna back in my day so hard.
Okay, so in my case, Starfleet Academy, for those of you who don't know, is the latest show set in this new Star Trek universe. We had Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New World, and now we have Star Trek Starfleet Academy. These shows are all set in a future Well, except for Strange New Worlds, but they're set in like the far, far future. So it's not affecting anything. It's not going to touch anything. Crazy things have happened in the Star Trek universe, and people got separated. Essentially, it's an analogy for COVID. Is literally what they're using it as. And the show is about kids in school and the fact that they have to deal with the burn, which is their COVID, and that the community in the world was the galaxy was all separated, and now they've come back together and they're trying to get their education, and people are awkward and they don't know how to interact. And the big thing I'm seeing online is a lot of people my age, I'm 42, and a lot of people who grew up watching Star Trek who are really upset with this Star Trek 90210 type energy. But I need to remind you guys of something. It's not fucking for you. The show is not for you. For the 42-year-olds, the 50-year-olds, the 60-year-olds, all y'all over a certain age, they're not trying to sell to you. They don't care about your money no more. You are not the people they're focused on. The next generation is who they need to focus on. When I was a kid, McDonald's and Burger King were on par, but McDonald's did better marketing and McDonald's took over the fucking world. Star Trek needs to figure out their McDonald's move. They need to get into every kid's backpack. They need to get out there because Star Wars has mollywopped the floor with their fucking IP. Star Trek can't compete with Star Wars right now. So if I'm Paramount over here with Star Trek and I'm just like, hey, in the 70s, Star Wars came out, and then we came back with Star Trek, the movie, the motion picture, and people were kind of on par. It was kind of like, oh, Star Wars is this the wizard, but we're over here doing the little Spock thing, and Wrath of Khan blew up, and it was a big thing. And here we are now, 2026. And y'all are older and y'all grew up watching all of these stories about exploration and respect and all this stuff. And now some of y'all didn't learn the lesson, but I need y'all to understand right now. This new show where they're trying to talk to a younger audience who went through some stuff in 2020 and had this unfortunate experience, and they feel insecure and they feel disconnected and they've relearned how to interact with each other through social media and all this stuff. That's what the show's about. You're literally watching it. You have moments where people are having panic attacks while they have to do public speaking, and another kid in the class is trying to help them figure out how to get their breathing going and how to calm down. That is them working in unison. So, guys, it's not for you. Stop hating on these kids' show. If you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it. They didn't make it for you. They weren't thinking about you. The lore is there, but it's for a younger generation. That's it. That's my rant. That's my rant on Starfish. Thank you.
Let's go. All right, Mike. The mic is yours. Ha!
Mike, I'm gonna put.
Oh
I'm
boy.
gonna put you.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
as we all know, I work at a comic book shop, Crossover Comics down in St. Henry. Come take a look. And one of today's big topics was, the DC KO series and how DC right now is killing it in the game, and they've got better events and blah blah blah. And it can be shown that DC KO currently is one of the better events of the year, well, at least of 2025, because that's where it started. They brought out DC KO Boss Battle #1. It's a one shot featuring various characters from different universes. They had Vampirella, Sonya. They also had Samantha Strong from Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, which you all should definitely read, by the way. Like, what else? They had Annabelle from the whatever movies she's from.
Annabelle
like
movies. Conjuring.
Yeah,
The Conjuring.
Conjuring. Yeah, I'm not. If there's one thing that freaks me out, it's dolls and like mannequins and shit. So like,
The
please
Nun.
keep that shit away from me. There was also the big one, the big ones, the big two were Mortal Kombat, and that's it. Mortal Kombat and Homelander from The Boys. Oh yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is also there. So they
that's
had
cool.
the bigger ones were Homelander and Mortal Kombat. Okay, so
that's huge.
quick thing. I'm not going to spoil anything major, but the whole reason this is happening is that the superheroes need more energy. They need to overpower the heroes they're about to fight, because in DCKO #3, it's been a month. You had the time to read it. I'm going to tell you what happened. The end of it is the four last fighters are about to fight absolute Batman, absolute Wonder Woman, and absolute Superman. And they have also confirmed They've also no see oh shit is right because they've also confirmed in this book in canon that the absolute universe heroes are way stronger than Earth One.
Yeah. Well, Batman, absolute Batman is supposed to be 6'9" and 400 pounds. He's like
He's 6'9".
Bane in the regular.
Yeah, he's 6'9", 400 pounds, and also 23. So not only is he
Yeah.
not old, but he's in his prime. Like he's prime
Yeah.
age to be doing this shit. So they have to go get energy in for that, and they're going into different worlds because the World Forge or whatever says so. I don't know what he's doing there, but whatever. Ignore that. One, this book is a fucking billboard. Look at all the stuff we own. Look at all the, and it's gonna tie into a separate rant. Look at all the stuff we can do now. Look at all this, you know. Hey, blah blah blah. Hit me with it before I keep going because I'm about to
Is
lose my mind.
this Space Jam 2? And it's just basically an ad for
Ding,
WB
ding,
Max,
ding.
Warner Brothers Max, or whatever,
Yup.
their streaming thing.
Basically, this is all this is. This is all this is. They've made Joker fight Annabelle. They made Star Sapphire fight Sabrina the Teenage Witch, even though they didn't really fight. Both of them didn't fight their whatevers. They had Samantha Strong, the bear from Beneath the Trees, molly-whopping Lex Luthor.
Damn.
No. Hands. This
Oh,
anthropomorphic bear woman is cleaning house with Lex Luthor. Okay, they had not Elastic Man, Plastic Man, and not Static, Black Lightning. They had those two fighting Sub-Zero and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, which again, I'm sorry, that's a losing battle.
Yeah.
And obviously, they pit Wonder Woman and Red Sonja together. They were equally matched, but you know, Red Sonja has hands, so I'm sorry, I put my money on that. And obviously, everyone was waiting for the Superman versus Homelander fight. And here's where my rant gets juicy, okay? Because I follow this. I'm not a power scaler, but I follow power scaling, and I like, you know, obviously it's the writer wins in every scenario. Power scaling is stupid. Stop doing that.
Agreed.
Why is Homelander on par with Superman in any universe? DC. Why? Superman in a thought bubble literally goes, "Oh, his laser eyes are on par with mine."
Oh, I hate that. Oh,
come on, man.
Oh, I hate that.
No, they're not, DC. No, they're not, DC. If he can get mollywopped by a British man with wife issues,
oh shit,
fucking Space Jesus is whooping his ass.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
And then just literally, like, obviously time passes and, you know, they're doing their little, oh, I'm sparkling away because I'm getting sent back to my universe thing, whatever. And the way it's drawn for 2 panels at least, it's drawn like Homelander is winning. And I don't want to hear shit about Superman holding back. He is in the history of everything. Whenever Superman knows that this person can take a punch, he is whooping that motherfucker's ass.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Homelander clearly can take your punches. Why are you losing? I don't want to hear no one say he's holding back. He is not holding back. Why is he losing to Homelander in any capacity?
Someone's cheating.
Someone's cheating.
Someone's
and
cheating.
that leads me to my other thing. Just quickly. Modern comics, man. Modern comic books. Okay. We're in 2 places here. One, we're pushing indie stuff, but your audience isn't grasping the indie stuff. And so you're pulling back on indie stuff, but then the audience wants more indie stuff. So you're stuck in a weird circle where you're not doing shit, right? You're not promoting your indie stuff. The only people promoting their indie stuff right now is, again, DC whooping the comic book scene, where they brought back a DC Vertigo. And they have two or three series that are dropping soon, right?
Okay.
I think one of them being End of Life, which it looks super awesome. Definitely do some research on it. It looks really cool. End of Life. There's another zombie-esque thing that they're doing that looks really cool. It reminds me of Warm Bodies a little bit. Like they're doing really well for like their audience and their sales. Yes, they're not giving so much spotlight to certain characters. They're beating the shit out of John Kent for some reason, but they're really good as a whole. Like a lot of people right now, if I talk to them about comic books, they're not talking about Marvel, because when you talk about Marvel, you're talking about movies, People are
Yeah.
talking about DC and even now Image and IDW.
Yes.
They're doing
I
all
love
that.
Image.
Image is great right now. I didn't
Yeah.
have Image ball like that until I started working at
Yeah.
the shop. And yeah, Image is balling right now.
I love him.
You know,
Yeah.
once they got rid of Rob Liefeld, I hate him. You know, it's all
Yeah.
kinds of like they're doing great. And it's just Marvel specifically, it's either oh, we're gonna do some synergy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or they drop what, like 72 runs for the same character when you could have just kept going with the. You don't have
Yeah.
to keep. We don't need a
Yeah.
new number one every 5 months.
Mhm.
Iron Man just had a number one. I
Yeah.
want to say
Another
like
one.
yeah, another one. Like, and he had one like 8 months ago. What are we doing here? Spider-Man is bi-weekly now. You really need to push your character to go bi-weekly to get this
Jesus.
thing off the ground. Like something's not
But then
adding up.
at the same time, the Ultimate Universe, which people seem to be liking, they're ending. If I'm
Oh
not
my
mistaken.
God! Okay,
Wait, the
so
Ultimate Universe is ending?
okay,
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna.
brought it back. Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Okay, so they made a new Ultimate Universe because the maker's an ass, obviously.
Yeah.
But he
Great
misses
story,
home
though.
and he's like, I'm going to. It's a great story. I'm going to
Yeah.
remake my shit. He invites Miles Morales because they're
I know
only two
the Miles
people.
Morales panel was so good. Anyway,
It was
sorry.
so awesome. No.
It
You're
was
right.
so
It was so awesome. The only two people that are from 1610 to survive, and he's like, "Yeah, you're basically my brother. You know, here's an invite,
Yeah,
whatever." So he
yeah,
makes the, you know what I'm saying? So he makes the
yeah.
Ultimate Universe. We're getting new Ultimate Spider-Man, which everybody loves. We're getting Ultimate X-Men
Fantastic.
that I'm 50-50 on, but everyone seems to be
Yeah.
loving. The Ultimates is the best thing
Yeah.
that's ever been written.
Yeah, it was fun.
Damn.
Like they have all these cool little things in that universe, and then all of a sudden it's all right, cool, kill it. They're pulling a Netflix on it. They're killing
But
it.
why?
Dude,
But why?
yeah.
Sales?
Literally, no one know. I think Marvel's confused because the last time they had an ongoing thing that people liked was when the X-Men were going through their Krakoa phase, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
really good.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was really good.
What's his name?
Very good.
Jonathan something, the
Hickman?
main guy, Hickman. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman was like he didn't want to do that. He wanted a very specific set of things and then move on. But Marvel was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, this is printing money. Let's keep dragging it out." So they drag it out. He leaves because he's like, "I just wanted to do my thing," and then
Yeah.
they bring him on for the Ultimate stuff, and
Yeah.
he's liking it. He wants to do more. A lot of the
Yeah.
creators want to do more, but then Marvel was like, "Oh no, we learned our mistake with you from last time, sir. We're cutting it." Why?
If you and it's hard too because the way it starts with the maker, the way it continues, the whole thing he does with Reed Richards, like there's so many amazing threads. The Spider giving us an adult Spider-Man with a family, and like finally every version that they've ever tried to create of Spider-Man with a family has not worked out, and they finally figured out the formula. Spider-Man with a family, with his kids, he's married, he gets the power later, he gets motivated. Him and Harry's relationship super interesting. The Mysterio twist, like all of it's
Right.
so good. And
Yo,
then
you
I'm
got
like,
me on to read
dude,
this.
it's so good. And then I hear, oh, they're ending it. Issue 24 of Ultimate Spider-Man last issue. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like it's not
can't-
even the worst part is all the writers in their head, they're not done. They have a lot more stuff
Yeah.
they want to do. There was supposed to be a Venom arc for Richard. There was
Oh, it
supposed
would have
to
been so
be-
good.
Right. And they already
Yeah.
they teased it. It already
Yeah.
happened. Let's see more of that. There
The
was
Venom
supposed to be-
symbiote is there on Peter's son.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
And-
beautifully
and-
done.
And he's dating Black Cat.
Yes.
Wait, the
But
son
the
is
son
dating
is-
Black Cat?
Yes.
Yes.
Richard
So
Parker,
here's the thing. There's
Dude,
two
I'm
Black
telling
Cats.
you. Yeah.
There's Felicia's dad and Felicia herself. Felicia and Richard are the same age. The dad and Peter are around the same age. So it's
Yeah.
like it still works that he has to deal with the Black Cat. They both do.
Yeah.
But they also give us the romantic subplot between the younger. It's like there's so much
Dude,
greatness.
they figured out
right
so
here.
many things. Yeah.
So
It's
wait,
right
why are they
there.
nuking that? Why?
They're nuking
No
it
one knows.
because no one knows, and they're
Yeah.
teasing us right now with a new quote unquote like, oh, we're doing an ultimate like thing. It's just a book where all the creators get to close off their stuff.
That's so sad.
Mm.
That hurts. That hurts. Like I
Yeah.
can imagine how the creators are feeling. Like they have this whole thing mapped out for a character, the plots and twists and all that, only to find out, oh no, we're cutting it loose, guys. We're nuking everything. That
Yeah.
destroys you. Demoralizing.
Yep,
Damn.
it's gone. Like a lot of people are done with Marvel after this. Like they're finishing all their Ultimates, and like we're gonna see a dip in the company. Like they might have to get bought out by somebody else. 'Cause they're gonna see,
No,
we're gonna see
wait,
such
was
a
that
dip.
rumored? Wasn't that rumored or something?
I heard
about-
about it floating in the ether, but like I
Yeah.
don't know. That seems nigh impossible. Like it feels like a
Yeah,
non-zero
yeah.
chance because Disney.
Yeah, they're not
But
gonna
like
let.
Disney
Disney's
likes
already
to cut
pissed
their
off.
losses.
Yeah, but Disney's already pissed off with the fact that they don't have Spider-Man. They're not going to let go of anything else.
Yeah,
They've
so,
learned
like,
that lesson when they had to let Spider-Man go back in the 90s because they weren't doing well. Like, well, not Disney,
Yeah.
but Marvel did.
Marvel.
Marvel
But now that
himself, yeah.
Disney owns it, Disney will figure it out. This new guy, Damaro, will do whatever he has to do to keep these
Which
things
I'm scared
afloat.
for,
Yeah. But yeah, solid rant, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, applause.
We could remove the thing now.
Yeah, I'll
get rid
take.
of that, get rid of that.
Yeah, but
We'll
thank
get
you.
the blood pressure down.
No, it's fun to have rant time. I mean, I enjoy it, and like I think these things are important. Like we love comic books. The whole reason this whole show, Geek Cypher, literally starts from the fact that I was friends with shout outs to Arun Singh, who worked at Marvel Studios, and he started giving us previews of comic books. And after I met him at Fan Expo, and my buddy Josh and my buddy Ryan used to come on my hip hop show at CJLO, and we would talk comic books. And that made me realize, oh, I would rather talk comic books than play hip hop music. Like, I love hip hop, but if I could talk comic books all day, every day, I would talk comic books. And then that turned into, and then Dave came on the show that one time. And then, Jaws, but even before that, Jaws, Brandon, Skinny, Gozer, and me all did an episode where we talked about TV and geek stuff and sci-fi. And fast forward to now, and this show literally exists because comic books were so fun and important to us. And the ranting is not a factor of like we're angry. It's a factor of what's going on. We love this stuff. Why are you guys killing the stuff that people like? Why are you not supporting? Like it's weird, man.
And it definitely hits people, like it hits harder the further down the age you go. Like mind you, I'm turning 26 soon. Like it's hitting me like this. I can't imagine how the people behind me, hell, my younger brother was like complaining about some shit the other day. I was like, oh my god, you are cooked.
Yeah. Like if you're just getting introduced to this stuff and these stories and you're seeing how they're playing it out, it really does suck that these are things that CEOs are making decisions, don't know nothing about comic books, they only care about money. Yeah, that's an unfortunate factor.
That's always what it is.
That's a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Just
but now
Prince.
they've got their teeth in it now. Like this is mainstream now. They can do this shit. And it's like
just ask,
I miss when I got bullied for this shit. Like I almost miss when I got bullied for this
I
shit.
hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
People are saying they're going to pass by crossover here in Montreal to go to check out with Mike. Get some card. But hey, if I'm allowed to, the Power Fantasy from Image Comics, great. I would highly recommend. It's about a world where there are essentially like god tier mutants. There's like only 5. There's like 7 of them, maybe.
I think there's 7 Omega level mutants.
Yeah, and they essentially keep the world in check by just existing. Like, people don't want to push one too far. There's one in Japan. There's a couple in America. There's some in Europe. And no one wants to make a move because it's just like, yo, shit might pop off. And it is a fantastic read. Anyways, we used to do comic book recommendations on here, and we don't do it as often anymore. So we should probably get back to that. Definitely.
I can help.
There you go.
I used to check out crossover comics.
I used to. You can fix that.
Because actually, I used to be obsessed with D&D, so I used to get my D&D miniatures there, in the books.
Oh,
and
nice.
stuff. Yeah. Don't
Yo, I don't have a game going right now. We'll have to talk because I might want to. When I come back, we'll have to start talking D&D because I miss playing D&D.
I want in. I want in. I don't get to play D&D. I played it twice in my whole lifetime. I'm in.
Oh man,
Oh,
you
dude,
missing out.
I have
Oh
like
my lord.
12 sets of dice because I play so much, and I just got obsessed with them.
Mm.
TT, we're gonna talk about the beauty right before we sign off because this will be the last thing.
Okay. Okay, so like so you recommended the beauty, and I wanted just because everyone was talking about it after. I was like, you know what, Brian, he mentioned it. I might as well go ahead and check it out. And
I would like to say I didn't mean to necessarily recommend as much as I stated the show is crazy. And
true.
Yeah.
True, because you told me, and I was like, okay, cool. And typically, my sister is always asking, like, what are you watching? And so I can like watch it at the same time, so we can discuss it. And we usually do that. So I told her to watch The Beauty. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, but you can watch it whenever you're up to date. Just let me know. I get a message from her, TT. ... I'm like, oh shit. She's like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this? She's like, it's the stuff. It's like the substance, but like, I guess, like in the TV series.
Yeah, the substance amplified.
Yeah, but here the thing about it, like a lot of people want to make that like the references. I get it because of beauty, being younger, being more attractive, and all that stuff. But I do think, and even though with this series is based on the comic that was like older, much older than the substance.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I think we're restocking on that soon, so like definitely check it out.
Wow.
But, like,
get ready.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Something I find is a little bit weird. Something I find is a little bit weird is that the beauty, the movie, the substance has Demi Moore, and then the beauty has Ashton Kutcher. And they used to be married, and they're divorced.
I never thought about that.
I forgot about that. That's true. That's good.
Odd.
Okay, what do you
That's
think
all I
on the
can
beauty,
say.
though?
I can say it's odd. I see it. Go ahead.
I watch all the episodes, and you guys know if I like a show, I tend to watch it at regular speed. If I'm a little iffy about a show, I tend to speed it up because I'm just like, I just want to get to the story. This is one of those shows where I definitely sped it up because I was kind of like, okay, I see what we're doing here. We're doing a lot of like sexy people being sexy, sex scenes, people touching their bodies in really like obsessive ways once they transform. We're really overdoing it. We have a black incel, which felt a little crazy to me. I was just like, it's not that black incels can't exist, but just the fact that like you guys can correct me, but I don't know many black men who can sit in their basement all day not doing anything, and their mom don't come down and tell them, get your ass upstairs. Dude, like that.
The second that he was yelling at his mom in the kitchen, I was like, this doesn't feel realistic.
I understand that, and I always say it, and I guess I'm guilty of it because I always say I want characters who happen to be black. I don't need the main focus of the character to be black. So writing this character that way who happens to be black, I was just like, okay. The only thing is, much like James Bond being black, there are certain cultural things that won't necessarily work as easily. James Bond being black is a thing that would cause him to stick out in certain situations where everyone is white and rich. And that's a factor of Bond. And this black kid being an incel and reacting with his mom the way the kids in the rich neighborhood that I went to elementary school with acted with their moms. And I know for a fact, you know, we went to
the same elementary school.
We went to the same elementary school, so we, exactly
like,
some of the people I'm talking
about.
They're like, shout out to, I won't say his full name, but BP. I remember being at his house with his best friend Steven, and his mom asked, "Do you guys want a snack?" And he said, "Shut the fuck up, mom." And I just remember thinking, I expected the belt to come out, and this was just her asking if we wanted snacks when we got to the house. And he's yelling at and this, like, when I see that energy and I'm like, and I'm watching this show, The Beauty, and it throws me back to these moments of like, but you young black man being an incel with a mother talking to you and you yelling back, and I'm just like, you would have gotten boxed upside the head.
100%.
I could kind of see it happening where it's a black person that has no community with any other black people their age,
Yeah, that's
and
it.
they're the
That's it,
weird
yeah.
one, and then they just kind of go in their own way, and then that's
Yeah.
where they find their community online, and
Yes, but even
Exactly.
then, Jaws, even then, which one of them gets to talk to their mom like that? It's the talking to the mom
I
that
don't know.
pulled me out. Because
I don't hang out with all those people, so I don't know.
You're not wrong about like going online, finding community, feeling separate. I understood that part. It's when he talked back to his mom that way.
Yeah,
and,
I'm just saying
and,
I could see that person existed, but yeah,
I know,
I
I
don't.
know,
But
I
it's
don't.
such a small piece of the world pie.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
I can't see someone talking to your mom like that and not getting.
Yeah. So, anyways, everyone kind of just being turned into beautiful people, finding out that the virus that is the beauty is a like sexually transmitted virus, and I mentioned that on the pod last time, and even people who everyone's getting it now because it seems like all these people are out here no protection, just having sex. So a bunch of people are getting it, and you're just like, wow, this is kind of a crazy thing. Like it's an analogy for AIDS without AIDS. It's like instead of getting terminal
it's not
disease,
Ozempic. It's not an analogy
No.
for Ozempic, maybe.
I would say
I
that.
feel like there's
but
more of it. Like I feel like they're
Yeah.
fusing two things.
yeah,
together.
maybe, yeah. You're right. There's a few things being added in, but for example, the reason I say that is because one of the characters doesn't have sex with anybody, but he gets the blood in his eye.
Oh,
So like your
jeez.
exposure to soft tissue, and then he still gets the disease. So,
Right.
but
Yeah.
But even with that, my problem, not necessarily a problem, but like one of the showrunners, Ryan Murphy, right? He has this track record of like taking these concepts and like the concept is cool, but the delivery is not there, right? I understood what he was trying to do with the incel, right? But I get like you want people to like understand like the mind of the incel, the life of the incel, but it wasn't really portrayed properly, and that's what one of the reasons why I had a problem with his monster series, right? Like I get like the sympathy for the monster, and like you want to go down that route, and you can't I'm not saying that it's not possible, but you need to really like put in the work into like, and your writing needs to be good in order to like actually make a good case about it. But again, Ryan Murphy, go on. There are these moments I call like a Murphyism when like you feel when he's writing, he's not like his thoughts and his feelings are talking through the characters. Like the characters are speaking with his thoughts, and when you're up to date. So when the black guy is talking to the assassin when they're at the restaurant, and he's talking about the diner talking about like being you're dark skinned with a small penis, after light skinned people only get the like. Don't get me wrong, that can be like that message can be delivered, but the way he was doing it, it's like it felt a little tone deaf.
Uncomfortable.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's this tone deaf, and I understand what you're trying to say, Ryan. But the way you've been going about it with all your shows recently, I don't feel like it's it's whatever. It's whatever in my eyes.
I feel like I can add on to what you're saying there because what's it called? We also are living in a world where like you can catch an insult immediately, and like trying to give like especially like where I'm at, you can't make me sympathize with a motherfucker like that. I don't know how to operate. Like I'm sorry, but like we are way too advanced for you to still be like that. Like there are so many ways you can like like me, for example, I avoided the hell out of that shit. Because I was always the fucking I'm too black for this, but I'm not black enough for you know what I'm saying? So like I easily could have been in that wheelhouse, and there were like so many like comics, content creation, video games. Like there's so many places you can go to.
The community's there.
Exactly.
So it's either on you for being this way still, like I can't. It's hard for me to sympathize with anything like that. So I can see why that wouldn't mesh well with the people of today, because like, ew, gross. Oh no, something happened to you. Something happened to everybody. Move on.
And not being able to process your trauma, and then if you watch a show, you see one of the things that the character does is just like something bad happens to him, so he runs around, he murders everybody, and you're just like this to me, it's just like
a Murphyism.
Yeah, like you're blaming everybody. Literally everybody else is wrong and
Yeah.
and you are a saint, and it's just like, buddy, the way
Eh,
you've been depicted
That's
so far.
yeah. That don't
everyone
work.
else is X, and you're clearly the number 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
In this
You're an alpha
equation,
male.
in
Yeah.
this equation, you are designated the number 2, and everything else is unknown. So it's clearly you.
Yeah. Or there was that one scene when the black
Go to
guy went to
therapy.
see the surgeon, the
Go to
plastic
therapy.
surgeon.
yeah.
And the plastic surgeon is like, yes, you have to understand that you're an incel. And like everything he was saying, like that little monologue, it's as if he took like he went on like Andrew Tate's like video,
Yeah.
wrote down some notes, and Ryan was like, okay, I'm going to write this. I'm going to take whatever Andrew Tate said about being beta and alpha and the structures and all
And I'm gonna
that.
structure-
And
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, this is corny. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna watch it because I'm sorry, I'm already 4 episodes in. And I don't have
Same,
anything
same.
else besides watching Shrinking. But so I'm gonna finish the series, and yeah, I'll give you my full thoughts at the end of it.
All right.
What was that joke again? Guys would rather be mass murderers than go to therapy.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that's
come on, bro.
Guys would
who
rather
wrote
be
this?
X than go to
No,
therapy.
I'm just making
Yeah.
up. There's always like guys would rather, X,
Yeah.
Yeah.
start a
Yeah.
podcast,
Mm.
do a new hobby, whatever, instead of just going to going to talk about the problem. They just don't
Yeah.
want to do it.
literally me.
100%.
I mean, but that's. I mean, I look forward to seeing how they try and land the plane. I always say, it's always about sticking the landing, and this is a bumpy flight. So if he can
It's a
stick the landing, it'll be
takeoff. How
interesting.
do you-
But
How do you mess up a
I don't
takeoff
see-
with no crosswind?
yeah. Guys, that's the whole show. This one was a little extra long, but we had a lot to say on this one. We had a lot of great things to discuss. I did tell you at the top of it. If you've been here through the whole time, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. I saw a lot of people in the chat. So Yusef, LJ, we had what names on Twitch that I don't recognize. Chubayus. Oh, I think that's Yusef. He
I think
switched
that's
over to
Yusuf
Twitch.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to Mark for jumping in. Shout outs to Mobs. I know he checks it out and tunes in. Shout outs to Connor, my buddy who listens to the show and always has comments afterwards. All you guys who jump in and all you guys who message us separately and talk to us about this stuff. We always appreciate you guys. You, like we've always said in the past, you guys are the X, because it used to be 4 of us, so you'd be the 5th, but now you're the X member of the show. Like your comments and everything adds to the conversation, and we appreciate you guys. Anything you guys want to say, Jaws? You want to finish this off? Anything you want to add for the people?
Yeah, take care and check out Transformer Slag and the Toy Armada podcast with Aaron Archer on YouTube.
TT, what do you want to tell the people?
Upcoming episode, we're gonna go dive a little deeper on the Grammys and the Super Bowl. And so guys, you want to hear more about that and more craziness, just check out the Reasonable Troublemakers on YouTube and Spotify, all the major streaming platforms and all that.
Bong Bong. Mike, what do you want to say to the people?
Look, man, if you want to hear me yell about comic books in real life, you already know where I'm at. It's Crossover Comics, man. I don't even need to tell you where it's at. Just Google it.
You know the
It's
deal.
right there. You know the deal.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Discord. We're on here in my skin in February. You know what I'm saying? So, check it out. And also, happy Black History Month again.
Yo,
Like, come on.
happy Black History Month.
100%.
Again. Like, come on.
Guys, that's the whole show. We want to thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with another one soon. Peace, everybody.